What is the most influential piece of art, writing, or media that has impacted my life in a significant way? There are a few easy answers that I could give to this question. For example, George Orwell's 1984, which I have a literal shrine for. Any of Kurt Vonnegut's books. Anything from William Soroyan or John Steinbeck. But those answers all feel a little too easy to me. So instead, I'm not even going to pick a book. I'm going to pick a movie. And the movie is Office Space. Now, if you guys have not seen the movie Office Space, I highly recommend you watch the movie as soon as you possibly can. Without giving away anything that actually takes place in the movie, Office Space presents a sort of capitalistic hellscape. Or at least that's how I interpret the movie. While I myself have never worked an office job where I had to sit in a cubicle from 9 to 5, I have an extremely negative view of this job, and I think it's because of this movie. When I sit down and watch this movie today, I find numerous parallels in the messages behind the movie and my own views of the world. One of my favorite poems that I've ever written is called I Keep Slipping. This poem is made up of probably a dozen or so stanzas, where each stanza talks about a different plight in the human condition. One of them focuses specifically on life inside of a cubicle. That stanza goes like this. I keep slipping. And I swear to God, these cubicle walls keep shrinking. Mr. Boss Man, I ask you again, when will this paperwork ever end? And he just smiles and hands me another folder. This is nothing that I have ever experienced in my life before, but it is something that I have seen. It's something I have seen specifically in Office Space. The first novel I ever wrote is called The Poetic Mind of Ebenezer Lieberman. And while this book has never been published, the protagonist of the book is somebody who works an extremely boring cubicle job. And it is this job that drives him quite literally insane. This is how I introduce Ebenezer's job in my novel. He walks through a maze of cubicles on the 16th floor. He passes coworkers without a single hello. No eye contact, not even a look in his direction. Inside his cubicle, he finds that his desk is overflowing with paperwork. His desk is always overflowing with paperwork. He removes his jacket, places it on the chair, sits down, and begins his drudgery. The clock overhead reads 8 a.m. He spends the next 4 hours reading nonsensical reports, filling out paperwork that will probably go unexamined, and daydreaming about a life he will never truly know. It is just another morning. So I think it is pretty fair to say that Office Space is definitely one of the most influential pieces of art on not only my life, but also my writing. So, thanks for making that movie, and thanks for asking me this question.